Hello, inflation fighters. Thank you for joining me, the Penny Nanny, where we're watching over every cent. Today is Monday, and I've uploaded for you to watch today the pork shoulder blade slow cooker recipe. And my husband loved it, so I hope you guys did too. If you ever get a chance to make it, it's delicious. According to him, I'm not much of a meat person, so I didn't have any of that. I just had some fish that night. So as you know, we're working on creating an actual cashless envelope budget. And so I just want to show you what I typically do on a Monday morning is I go through my bill organizer and just make sure I check the dates right here. And the last thing we have coming out won't be for several days now, and it's coming out of our account directly. It's a subscription service for our television. So that's coming out at the end of the month. And then that's it as far as that goes. So, but I would go through, I would see if there's anything coming out. And then I would take my phone, use my banking app and check, and check if any of that came out already. And just kind of watch for it to make sure that it clears and everything is fine. Make sure, I check my bank account every day just to make sure that there's no funny business going on with it, you know, like fraud or things like that. Charges on there that I don't recognize. It makes me comfortable to check it. I check it several times a day just to watch it. It's very typical for, at least in my experience, we've had this happen twice. Once was during the summer and once was during the holidays. And typically the situation would happen over the weekend so that you can't speak directly to anybody at your own bank. Your bank is closed and you only are left to talk to the people that work the national lines or, you know, the customer service on the phone. And you can't do anything about it over the weekend either. So other than get your card halted, but if that's the only one you have, then you're kind of in trouble. So anyway, that's why I like to check it frequently. But so if you missed the unboxing that I did on Instagram on Friday, I did put a link in the description of my announcement, my short, that it was where you could find it on Instagram. It's just Penny Nanny 2 at Instagram, so you can look it up yourself if you want to go there. I'm going to be posting things there every day, just like I do on YouTube. But what I unboxed was this debit ATM register. And if you notice, it's very small. These are for debit cards. And what came along with these was like a plastic sleeve to carry it in so you could have it in your wallet. But I'm keeping mine in my wallet, my whole entire register in my wallet, just so that I know where it is all the time. And I have one for every category of things that we have. Not our bills, because that's in here, and I take care of that at home. But things that could come up otherwise, and that we have left over after bills to allocate funds for the month. And that varies depending on what my husband gets paid and what's left over after the bills are done. So we have a category for food, clothing, and household. And then gas in the car, soda, meds and subscriptions, and supplements, prescriptions and supplements. This is miscellaneous. And that's pretty much what we have in there. So it's fortunate that we have this miscellaneous fund, because over the weekend, on Saturday night, we were watching a movie after dinner, and I walked into the kitchen, and the whole area in front of our dishwasher was just flooded with water. So we ended up having to, after my husband did some troubleshooting yesterday, we have to order a part, which we already did, but this is what it's good to have money allocated for. This is the contingency miscellaneous fund. So when we started out, when my husband got paid last week, there was $307 in there. But we also use this to pay for our, these funds to pay for our license plate renewal. But yeah, so we ordered the dishwasher part, and it could take several, I think it's going to take over a week. It says 2 to 6 business days, so that sounds like it'll be not this week, but next week from when we ordered it. But also, because of that, we had to get paper plates and things like that to use during this time. We don't have a lot of counter space, and I don't have a dish drain. And this way, it's just more convenient, and I don't have to stress over another task to do during the day of washing dishes by hand. Because when you're cooking for 4 people, and I know many people have bigger families, but when you're cooking for 4 people, it gets to be a lot, especially when you do most things from scratch. So just not having to deal with glassware and plates and bowls was a good thing. So I'm going to go in here, and my son actually went out and purchased it for me. Currently our balance in here is $118. So I wrote down that where we went, the date, which was yesterday, paper plates and such, from Target, and the amount. And it was, I always round up, so it was $30. And we've got a good stash, so that if this happens again, we're prepared. So then our remaining budget for miscellaneous things is $88. And that'll be until my husband gets paid next Tuesday. So, but that's it. That's the only thing I had to deduct out of here. But again, it's good to go through here and see, make sure that everything is being taken care of and deducted out of there. Why I didn't deduct it from the food, clothing, and household is it's not typically something that I have every month. So we just took it out of the miscellaneous fund instead, which thank goodness we have that, because again, we didn't have to touch the little we have in savings right now for that. So that was good. But the disappointing part about this happened in spring of last year. So the part didn't even last that long, 6 months. So we'll see, my husband believes it's the detergents that it's a plastic part, and he thinks it's the detergents that wear on it that make it break down and not work anymore. So we're just kind of planning on replacing it frequently. And I especially do a load a day because I'm baking everything from home for the most part. So, but anyway, that's what we're doing there. So again, if you didn't see the unboxing of this on Instagram, you can go ahead and watch that over there. And that's all for now. So that being said, be well, be blessed, and know you're taken care of. Bye now.